Hi, good morning to one and all. So in previous video we have seen P2P cycle, that is procure to pay cycle. It is the standard business scenario in SAP MM. So in P2P cycle, the main document we have is purchase requisition. That is, this is the first step. The cycle begins. Okay. So what is PR? Purchase requisition. So PR is an internal document, purchase document for a particular material or a service and for a certain quantity within a specified timeline. So purchase requisition, basically it is a purchase request from any department within the business. Okay. PR is a non-legal document. So I'll just open. So as I explained in previous video, so whenever any requirement arises, so requirement for particular material or service arises. So what happens? Suppose this is a user department. So as I said, there will be many user departments. Okay. This is the purchase department. So whenever there is a requirement of anything, so suppose this is a user department. User department 1, user department 1 and user department 2. See, whenever there is a requirement for any material or service for this user department, what they will do, they will raise a purchase requisition or a request for this particular material or service to this purchase department. So this user department will request for a purchase requisition. You can call it as a PR, that is purchase to purchase department. So obviously this is a internal process. So whatever the document or a request they raise, this user department will raise. So this will be used for internal communication only. So it is non-legal document and it is only for internal communication. See, PR is an internal purchasing document. See, this is a very important term, internal purchase document. Okay, for a particular material or a service, so certain quantity within a specified timeline. What this user department will do, see, whenever they get a requirement, they will be having what is the specified timeline, so within which this purchase department need to deliver this material or a service to this user department. So this user department will mention all the details, like what is the quantity, what is the material and what is the deadline for supplying this material in this PR to this purchase department. So purchase request from any department within a business. So it is a non-legal document, as I said. So it is a only for internal communication. So I'll log into system and I will show you. So the transaction code to create a purchase requisition is /n ME51N. So this is the overview of a purchase requisition screen, that is create purchase requisition screen. Here you can see, say ME51 is N is a transaction code. Here you can see this has mainly four important fields, that is three important levels, that is header level, item overview and item details. So whenever you go to this create PR transaction, you have mainly three sections. So this one is called header section, and this is the item overview section, then this is a detailed item section. Okay. So here you can see in header you can enter only texts. Hello. So sorry. Okay. So we have provision to enter texts. So as of now, I'll just enter some text. Sample text I'll write, sample texts. Okay. In item, here you can enter the material which you want. So I'll explain this screen is these fields in details later. As of now, you just focus on how the purchase requisition screen looks like, and this field by field we will go later. So here you can see, here you can enter the material and what is the quantity and unit of measure for this particular material, what is the delivery date, and for which plant you want and for which storage location you want. All the details you will enter here. So we have PR can be divided into four levels. Document type level. So first we have document type here. See, document type, we have many document type. I will discuss it later. So first important things you need to remember in PR is purchase requisition is, so document types, and next is header level, document type level, header level, and item overview level and item details. See, here you can divide this purchase requisition based on this document type, and this is a header level and item level and item detail level. So these are the main four sections in purchase requisition. Okay. We can create a PR with material or service. So for whatever the request you maybe, it may be a material or service, you can create PR for material or service. So departments within the business can request for any material or service to purchase organization. So as I explained here, department within an organization can request for a particular material or a service to this purchase department. Then this purchase organization, will create a PR. Then purchase organization can create PR on behalf of a requested department. So don't get confused here. So sometimes what will happen, this user department will not have access to creating PR and all those things. So in that case, what will happen? This purchase department will raise a PR behalf of this user department. This user department will submit their request in some particular forms or any indent or something like that. So depending on their requirement, this purchase department will create purchase requisition on behalf of this user department. So if material is available, what will they do? Then purchase organization can create PR on behalf of requested department. See, now this user department requested this purchase department for this particular material, and what this purchase department will do, they will create a purchase requisition and they will see whether the requested material is there in our store or not. They will search in storage location. Okay, location. Okay, if the material is available, okay, if this requested material is available in this store, they will give the material from this store, or else they will go for the procurement process. So what will happen, if material is available in stores, then they can issue the material to the concerned department. If material is not available, then it will go to procurement process. It will initiate the procurement process. So this is the importance or the meaning of purchase requisition document, and the T code, transaction code for creating purchase requisition is ME51N. So if you want to change, you can use ME52N to change the purchase requisition. See, if you have already created, you can change, it will allow to change. So I will just display on existing purchase requisition. See, here we have purchase requisition number. So this is the material. So this is the quantity, requested quantity. The delivery date was 4th of 5th month and 2022. So this for this plant, this is the storage location. So these are the details. Okay. Other than here, you can see this is the item document level. This is a purchase standard. This is a purchase document type. At document type, you can see document type NB, that is a standard purchase requisition selected. This is the header and this is the item. So only one item was requested. Okay, for 500 quantity. See, this detail of this material, you can see it here, material data. See, what is the material number? This is the material number. See, this is the description. What is the material group, batch, all these details will be there. This material full details will be, you can see it in item details. Okay, this is the quantity, what is the delivered quantity and open quantity. See, quantity ordered, quantity, open quantity. Okay, whether it is closed or delivery date, requested date, everything, every details will be there here. So valuation, what is the valuation price of that material. So material details, you can see it here. So total value, what is the total value, source of supply, so who is the supplier, so AB Components is the vendor. So for this info record, everything was maintained. So we will discuss it later. In this video, we just focus on what are the details there in purchase requisition. Contact person details, release strategies, okay, text, delivery address. So this is the delivery address of a company, whichever the company we have entered. So this is the delivery address. So here you can see document type and header level, item level, item overview level. So if you have more than one item here, suppose you consider there are 10 items, so overview details will be displayed here in item overview field, that is item overview detail at item overview level. Again, if you want to see the details of each item, here you can come to item details. Okay, so this is how the purchase requisition screens look like. So similarly, this is ME52N is for to change the purchase requisition. If you want to make any changes, you can make it here. You can see request not subject to any release strategy following changes. Okay, this I will explain it later. I have changed this request. Okay, now quantity has become 600. You can see purchase requisition, this is the number 8982 has been changed. So if you want to display, same thing, ME53N to display the purchase requisition. See, here you can see only it will display, it will not allow to change any data here. So these are the three important transactions: create, change and display. So other than this transaction, if you want to know the path, so I can show it here in this screen. So come to /n. So under logistics we have materials management. Under purchasing, here you can see purchase requisition. Here these options are there. If you come here and click it, you can see this ME51 transaction is open. So this is how you go to this screen via path. Now next thing is, we have seen the path also. So this release strategy, whenever I explain the release strategy, then I will explain these two transactions. So again, this is the T code ME5A to display the list of PRs. /ME5A is to display the list of purchase requisitions. So we can enter the plant, for particular plant what are the open purchase requisitions. You can see there are two purchase requisitions. So for this material 982, test material 3 and test material 3. Okay, sorry, 647 is a material, test material 3 is a material. So 600 and 700, 600 plus 500, that is 1100. For 1100 quantity there are purchase requisitions available, open purchase requisition. So this is how you can see the list of purchase requisitions. So I will explain this document type, what is meant by document type. Source determination. In PR I have explained only header information, we have only text there. Item overview, this material, each material detail we will get. So this is the PR can be created by following ways, that is the transaction ME51N with respect to existing PR. Okay, you can create, PR can be created for material, for services by this T code or copying existing purchase requisition. Also you can create, PR can be created with material or without material, and PR can be created with source determination and without source determination. So this I will explain in later videos. So if I explain it now, you will not understand what is meant by source determination and all those things. I will explain it later. So again, what is the important thing is, so the important tables are there for to check the whatever the details we have, we will enter in this /n ME52N /ME52N. If I come here, see here you can see so table, in the sense whatever the details we will enter in this screen, all the data will be stored in some tables at the back end. So that data we can fetch through this T code SE16N, and the table name for purchase requisition is EBAN, that is EBAN. There are many other tables also, I will explain it later. Okay. So it is taking time. See these all the details are there, right? These details, whatever the details entered in this particular PR, it will be stored in the backend. It will be stored in tables. So that I will show you. Slash and yes, I will keep it this screen as it is and open new screen. So SE16N is to access the tables. Table name is EBAN. We enter it here. So you can enter the purchase requisition number, so for which you want to. So I will enter this purchase requisition number, Control C. Okay, Control V. If I execute this thing, you can see whatever the data we have entered in this purchase requisition, this screen. So it will be stored in EBAN table here. See, all the details will be stored: vendor, info record, purchase organization. So see, I will show you one detail. That is, you can see vendor 29 is there. Okay, 3,29,000. This data it has entered in source of supply. If you come here, see here we have entered the vendor. This vendor is stored in tables here. So as of now, you just understand what is meant by PR and how the screen looks like, and remaining details I will show it later. So there are many important fields in this thing, that is source determination. So assign source of supply, here many things are there. When you are creating the purchase requisition for the first time, so if you have maintained the purchase info record or any contract or anything agreement were made between this material and vendor, in that case what will happen, whenever you tick this source determination checkbox, automatically whatever the vendor who fixed for particular material, it will be fetched here, or else you need to assign it here, assign source of supply manually. So as of now there is only one source of supply. It will not if you have more than one source of supply, that is for this particular material, if you have more than one vendor, then we can assign it manually. So these details I will show you, or I will explain you later. Again I need to come here. So this is all about purchase requisition. So as I said, whenever user department gets any requirement for material and service, it will request to purchasing department. So this purchasing department will raise a PR or create a PR on behalf of this user department. Okay, if the material is available in storage location, then this material will be issued to this user department, or else this purchase department will go for procurement process. Okay, so this is one way of creating PR. So we can create, so this we can call it as a manual process. Manually. So one more scenario we have, automatically we can create a automatic creation of PR. So in real time what will happen, we have concept called material requirement planning, MRP. Whenever a particular material goes beyond a certain level, so the material will be ordered automatically. So in that case what will happen, whatever the shortage of material will arise for that material. Automatically for that quantity purchase requisition will be generated through MRP run. So this is the major thing, in the sense mostly companies will use this method. Okay, for most of the materials which are being used regularly, consumed regularly, this method will be used. So occasionally if you have any requirement, so you can use manual creation of PR. So this is all about creating purchase requisition and details of purchase requisition. So next I will show you for a request for quotation, and in which scenario we will use a request for quotation and how the screen looks like. Thank you.